Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Hey, Miss Diva One. Thank you for being first in the chat and thank you for being a member. I appreciate you. Miss Diva One, I was going to do this on membership, but I didn't have that much like salacious, nasty shit to say, so I figured it was fine for out here on the public. But I was sure about to do this on the membership, Miss Diva One. If I get too out of hand, I may transfer it to the membership channel. Hey, Roxy, thank you for being a member. Hey, Clouds, how are you? Clouds, I love the way you spell your name. It's so unique and pretty. Okay, so guys, y'all know early birds get worms to fuck over here. I don't do all them long ass intros and shit. I can't stand it. Hey, Montoria. Montoria said I'm in big lots and listening. All right, girl. Let me know. Let us know if you see any good deals. Cause I got a big lots down the street from my house, and I haven't been there seriously in over 12 months. So I got a little money in my pocket and it's starting to burn a little bit and I want to do some spending. So let me see if they let us know if they got any good deals in there, Montoria. Thank you in advance. Hey Ben C, how are you? I hope the move is going smoothly for you, Ben C. Okay, so guys, the thing that I want to talk about today is this thing with Kimmy. So, of course, those of y'all who are paying a little bit of attention, hey, Linty, those of y'all who are paying a little bit of attention, y'all know that Kimmy has finally dropped the infamous receipts. If you're not aware and you didn't see, I have posted them over on my community tab for all to see because I know like a decent amount of my bitches, y'all, y'all real snotty and snooty, and y'all refuse to subscribe to these people. Y'all refuse to watch these people, but you still nosy as hell and you want to know all the business in the tea. That's why you come over here. So for those particular ones, I have dropped it on the community tab for y'all. Ben C said, I woke up in a campground in Iowa this morning on my way to the new place. All right. Well, you still in cold weather territory. You still in cold weather territory, Ben C. So you're almost out of the woodwork. Klaus said, I refuse. I know how you some of y'all is because I'm like that with some of these people. Like Sir King, bitch, I fucking refuse. Anything that happens with Sir King, I get it from secondhand, third hand knowledge because, bitch, I refuse. Okay, so the thing with Kimmy, let me pull up my community tab so I can read it for y'all verbatim as we are discussing it and what is going on. Miss Diva One said those fake documents she showed. Miss Diva One, child, we about to get into it. Hold on, just give me 1 second. Let's see, go here and go to my channel and then community. Okay, bling, bling, blow. Here we go. So, when Kimmy dropped these receipts, she had a solid 900 plus people in the chat. It wasn't quite 1,000 yet. And Kimmy really has a way about her to where she's really good with story building and storytelling. Very much like in the same vein of James Caldwell. Y'all know James. That's one of the things that keeps him on the top tier as far as I'm concerned. Phi Babe too. They're really good with storytelling and story building and creating a visual for the people who are listening. They're really good with sticking with their points and their sentences. They don't really go off into tangents all that often. That's one of the reasons that Reed is not really in the top tier of my guilty pleasures anymore, because lately she's really been having a hard time with completing her thoughts and sentences. I don't know what's going on with her brain. I don't know if too many people are coming at her or if she's coming at too many people, but she's really having a hard time as of late keeping her thoughts and shit together. It's really Duchess Kelly Lovish over there on Reed Avenue. Duchess is really bad with that shit too, which is why I don't always give him a full click and view. I'll stop through over there, and after about 5 minutes of him losing his thoughts and the uhs and the ums and the whatchamacallits, bitch, I'm out. I'm fucking out. So for those reasons, they're down on the list a little bit for me. All right, let me see what y'all are saying. Ben C says stacks of blankets will keep my skinny ass warm. Ben C, I bought me a heated blanket from Ollie's. I fucking love it. I've never had a heated blanket before. I didn't even have one when I was up north. I was missing out, Ben C. I had no idea. I love this fucking heated blanket. So just to put that out there for y'all, if y'all see a heated blanket on sale, bitch, get it. Especially if you like to be warm and toasty and comfy. Bitch, get it. Trust me, you'll love it. Roxy said, I have an iPhone, and when it's iPhone, don't messages don't go back and forth the same date. There's no date in between. SMH. Roxy, that's the point that I was going to talk about. So, upon initially looking at this receipt over there when Kimmy was dropping it, I immediately screenshotted and I immediately posted because y'all know she likes to play games with her delete button and with putting shit on her members only. So, this little piece of receipt right here, this bitch wasn't going to get away from me with this little piece of receipt. So, I absolutely screenshotted that shit and put it up initially when she showed it. And my caption was, attention, Kimmy has finally showed the receipt. I put, honestly, I didn't think it existed. Then I put, Kimmy is innocent and has been exonerated in my book. Now, upon further looking at this receipt, and for those of y'all who are kind of newer or who don't know, who haven't really been here, I'm an Android girl. I love Android. It's always like this cute little back and forth that Sean Bradley and his chat they have about the Android versus the iPhone. I like it, but I'm an Android girl and I'm going to stay an Android girl until Kingdom fucking calls me home. So for me being an Android girl, and I've seen Kimmy's phone before, we've seen her phone. Obviously, she's an iPhone girl. I'm not familiar with what iPhone messages look like. So upon initial viewing, this does look like an actual text message. But ZX is currently live over on his channel showing how these messages can be fabricated and quite easily. Okay? look at look at Club Chat here repping they set, goddamn it. Bitches is in the chat talking about Team Android, Team iPhone. I love it when y'all get the banging back and forth between them Androids and iPhones, bitch. Okay, so like I said, upon initial viewing, the text message looks legit. But then when you go over to ZX's channel and he's showing people how you can very quickly and very easily create fake messages, now my spidey senses are tingling just a little tinge. So I skedaddle back over to my own community tab and I look at the text message again. I'm looking to see, okay, there's no timestamps next to the messages like on my phone. When me and my bitches text messaging back and forth, there are timestamps for every message, unless I'm sending a multitude of messages within that same minute. For example, the time currently Eastern Standard is 11:44. If I'm a kind of fast texter and I text kind of short messages in bursts, so sometimes I'll text my bitches like something, I'll text them 3 or 4 things in a row. And it'll all come in like within 45 seconds of each other. So all of those will fall under the 11:44 timestamp. But as soon as I text them another one, and it's now 11:45, that new timestamp automatically picks up on that new message. Hopefully y'all can understand what I'm saying. Hopefully I'm giving you an easy enough visual. I'm looking at these Kimmy texts and there is a date and time, but it's at the very top of the text message thread. It says Sunday, March 27th at 4:38 p.m. Once again, Sunday, March 27th at 4:38 p.m. If I was Mrs. Cook, I would be racking my brain to figure out where the fuck was my husband at on Sunday, March 27th at 4:38 p.m. So, I mean, the text messages, Miss Diva One says my lying Negro senses is tingling. Yeah, look, Miss Diva One. Mm. This one's hard. I am on the fence about this shit right here. And the thing that really gives me pause and makes me be on the fence about it is the timestamps. The fact that there are no timestamps next to his messages in blue, or, well, excuse me, next to her messages in blue and next to his messages in gray. The initial timestamp at the top is, it throws me off a little bit because I've never seen a timestamp for messages come across the top like a header. They're always kind of like next to the message itself. You know what I'm saying? Roxy said exactly, Tatiana. It starts at the top. Won't see a new date until a different day. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. If I see some iPhone people vouching for her, then I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. But bitch, Miss Lynn T said Miss Diva One with no date and time stamp. Get the fuck out of here. Roxy said I have an iPhone, and when it's an iPhone to an iPhone, its message is going back and forth the same date. There is no date in between. SMH. Okay. All right. I kind of understand that, Roxy, but I might need you to like break it down a little bit more simply for me. Basically, I'm gonna need some of you bitches with iPhones to find like a text message thread in your iPhone that doesn't really mean anything, that's not exposing anything, just like something simple. And I'm gonna need y'all to post it on your community tab so I can compare, because I don't have another iPhone thread to compare this shit to really make a distinction on if this shit is real or not. I can only compare to Android text messages, and I'm here to tell you, fucking Android text messages don't look like that. Lynn T say, a lie, I don't care who tells it. All of them are lying about something, so I just can discount all of. Yes, Lynn T, I agree. I definitely agree. Everybody is sneaking and creeping lies up in there somewhere, and it's fine. It makes for great entertainment. I don't have no problem with it. I don't care if Kimmy's lying one way or the other. It's just fun to sit over here with my bitches to talk about it and try to like decipher through this shit and break it down and to make our theories and observations and hypotheses about the shit. Hey, Biker Chick, how are you? Biker Chick says, hi, everyone. I have an iPhone as well. All my messages are at the top. All your messages are at the top, or all your timestamps are at the top? You mean to say all your timestamps are at the top? So basically, Biker Chick, what I'm asking is, do you believe this receipt from Kimmy, is it conducive and conclusive and congruent with what iPhone text messages look like? I just need a simple yes or no. Is that what iPhone is giving? Yes or no? That's all I need to make it very simple for me. Okay, Biker Chick said I meant timestamps. So people with iPhones, is this how it looks? Okay, Biker Chick says yes. Thank you very much, Biker Chick. All right. Lynn T said yes, it's entertaining, but I don't believe any of it. Lynn T, I believe bits and pieces of it. But once again, I do believe these niggas lie like cheap rugs. So, and I don't know why they lie, because with the way they carry on with all the shenanigans, the truth is always way more entertaining than a lie for me. The truth is always way more entertaining than a lie. For example, I hate to bring this up again because it's not a part of the conversation, but for example, it really bothers me when people lie on James Caldwell and continue to say that his kids were taken away. No, the fuck they were not. He gave them away. And I wish they would stop lying on him, because that truth right there is way more fucking salacious than the lie. Like, you can do some way more hardcore dragging on a nigga who gave his children away as opposed to one who had them taken away. That's just me, though. So I hate when these people lie about things like that. Because the truth is way more fucking entertaining and salacious, and you can do a lot more with the truth, bitch. You can do a lot more with the truth, but that's just me. You know, for me, when somebody has their kids taken away, that's a little bit of grounds for sympathy. But somebody who gave their kids away ain't no fucking grounds for sympathy in that shit. I'm looking completely down my nose and over my glasses at your ass. I don't wear glasses, but you know what I mean, bitch. You know what I mean? But that's just me. Cloud says Kimmy is manipulative. She mixes the truth with lies, just like her looks. Nothing is as it seems. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now she did get over there and she was lying, talking about that picture was her. If it was her, it was definitely heavily photoshopped. Because we know what that body's giving, girl. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. But once again, that's fine. That's like an innocent lie. To me, that's an innocent lie. Her lying to these niggas about how her shit set up body wise. Innocent. Fuck these niggas. They shouldn't be looking for bitches on YouTube anyway. Get a life, nigga. But whatever. Lynn T said, innocent. Lynn T, I imagine you standing up and walking off like Soldier Boy when you said that shit. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to talk about that right there. I'm still on the fence with this Kimmy thing. The iPhone people are vouching for her. They say that's the way the iPhone shit looks. So I'm gonna have to believe y'all. Like I said, upon further looking at the shit, when I went back with a sober mind, because bitch, I was zooted when Kimmy went live that night. I ain't even gonna lie, bitch. I was 10 sheets in the wind. I was fucking zooted, bitch. I was feeling lovely. So when I went back with fresh eyes and a sober mind and looked at that shit, I was like, maybe there is a fly in the buttermilk with this receipt. But I don't know. Let me go live and ask my bitches, because I know some of them got iPhones, and I'll trust them over trusting somebody like ZX. And I'm not saying that I'm not trusting him because he's not trustworthy. I'm saying I'm not trusting him because he's currently actively beefing with her. And if y'all know anything about beef, when people are beefing with each other, you have to take everything they say about each other with a grain of salt. Because folk like to embellish and add 20 on 10, etc., etc. So I just like to ask people who are non-biased and who have no skin in the game. So thank y'all for letting me know. Roxy said, I like Kimmy, but I'm vouching for the iPhone. That's truly how it looks. All right, so y'all heard it here. The iPhone people are saying that is how it looks. And with them saying that, I'm gonna leave my post up. Kimmy is innocent and Kimmy has been exonerated in my book. Unless that R Cook nigga can come out here with something, with a thread of text messages that is different than what she posted, showing that the shit is fabricated. Unless that happens, Kimmy is exonerated in my book. Now, another thing that I do want to point out, if you look at the top, you can see the RC with the circle around it. And you can see it looks like a little phone thing up there, a little, not a phone thing, a camera icon. And then it has a little button to like go back. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a regular text message or if they were using like a app. But I know on my text messages, when I take screenshots, you can see everything up there. You can see what percentage my phone is at as far as charging. You can see if I'm on Wi-Fi or if I'm on my 5G. You can see all the notifications that I've gotten, and you can also see my time. But that's iPhone. Can y'all all see that stuff on iPhone, or is this truly how it looks completely with no Wi-Fi symbol, no charging symbol, no none of that? Montoya say facts. It tells all your business. All your business. When I send my bitches screenshots, they can see what level charge my phone is on. They can see I got like 4 missed messages. They can see if I got a missed call. They can see all that shit. So am I also to believe that iPhone doesn't tell your business like that, like Android does? Hey, figure eight, how are you? Thank you for being a mod. Ooh, Chicago 312 said the messages are fake. Period. Listen, I am not a fan of Kimmy. As a person, personally, I don't care for her. But as a beef sector content creator, I like her content. I can distinguish between the two. So because I don't care for her personally as a person, I do kind of give her a little bit more than somebody who would care for her. But I can still be fair. And I'm trying to be fair. And I'm trying to ask, like, okay, figure eight said, I don't believe the screenshots either. Lynn T says, well, the iPhone was created for people who don't understand Android, so I don't know. Lynn T. Ooh, the shade. The shade. I'm personally just not a iPhone girl because it doesn't it's not compatible with a lot of the different apps and things that I like to use. And I've never been in the mindset of paying laptop or PC prices for a phone. When phones start to get over $400, like that's a no for me. That's a red flag. I can never see myself paying over $400 for a phone, and that's like a fucking stretch for me. So those are reasons why I'm not an iPhone girl. I would never in my life, even if I win this billion from the mega, because bitch, I'm in it to win it. Even if I win this billion, I will never spend $1,200, $1,300, $1,500 on a fucking phone. No, no. Mm-mm. And then the bitches don't even come with phone jacks no more, like where you can plug some shit into. Oh no, They be getting y'all bitches. Y'all do it for the status, and I understand it. They're big and they're pretty, but so is my Android. My Android's big and pretty too, bitch. So I don't know. I don't know, Kimmy. Oh, Miss Thing. All right, so we're gonna move on from that. I'm just gonna read these last little things that y'all are saying. Figure eight said, "I'm an Android girl through and through. I only use iPhone for work." I agree with you. Oh, they gave you an iPhone for work, figure eight girl. You got a good job. You got a good job. My job ain't give us no goddamn phones, and because they didn't, like even management, I'm like, shit. If this is not a company phone, do not expect me to answer that shit if I am not currently on your company clock. Them bitches know they can call me from here until Hell's Gates open up, and I'm not answering that motherfucker if I'm not on the clock because this is not a company phone. Y'all got me fucked up. But that's just me. Roxy said also with iPhone, if a person sends you a pic and claim they just took it, save the pic, go to the phone, then go back into your pics and look at it. You'll see the true date. Child, y'all on here with all these little iPhone hacks. I got caught up into watching videos about iPhone hacks a couple of weeks ago. I don't know. I was fucking stoned. So, and it was interesting, even though I don't have an iPhone. I was like, oh, they got a lot going on with them iPhones over there. So, all the smoke said we have iPhones with the feds, but all the features are blocked. Child, y'all got some good jobs out here. They giving y'all iPhones for work phones. Y'all Y'all got some good jobs, bitch. Shout out to the working class. Hey, Jake, GF, TV Zone. We was just over here trying to debate on who believes that them messages are real and not. I told them that you was over there showing how people can fake the messages. And we also talked about how people such as myself, iPhone use, not Android users, we're not familiar with the layout of the iPhone. Now my bitches over here said that that is exactly how iPhone messages look. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And even though I did just say that our cook is the only one who can come out here and put the messages out to say if she's lying or not, I don't think it's ever gonna happen. You fucking know our cook been deleted them messages out his phone because he didn't want his wife to see none of that shit. That nigga was probably deleting the messages as he was sending them. If he's smart, as he was sending them, like before he would pull that big rig back into his driveway at home, them messages was already deleted. So he ain't got nothing to show. His shit been deleted. It's a mess, child. It is a mess. Hey, Andrea, how are you? Figure A said, "What do you think about Beachy nonstop talking?" I think her some people some talking ass people when they be talking and shit like that, it's a defense mechanism. Like at some point, girl, you just gonna have to learn that you cannot explain away all this fuck shit. And maybe it would be best for you to just zip them ill-shaped fucking lips. But as long as that bitch keeps talking, I'm gonna keep listening. But I only listen when she's on other people's pages. I'm not subscribed to Beach. I used to be back in the day, but yeah, she wasn't giving nothing. And I did a purge about 2 years ago. I did a purge and I got rid of all these beef sector bitches who aren't beefing. So her ass was in the purge a couple of years ago that I had. And I ain't been back since. But when I do see her on other people's channels and panels, yeah, all that goddamn talking, it tells me a lot. It tells me a lot. And the thing is, that bitch be doing a lot of talking and don't be saying nothing. The Miss O is another one, bitch. That bitch do a lot of talking and don't be saying nothing. You can sit there and listen to the Miss O talk for 10 minutes and you don't retain shit from what that bitch talking about. She just like to fucking hear herself say words. I believe Beach is in the same vein. Some bitches just like to hear themselves say words. I guess the sound of their own voices is like a fucking beautiful melody to their own goddamn ears and they just can't stop. Yes, Miss Diva wanting fast too. Now don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I know I can talk a little fast. I know I'm a fast talking little country talking little bitch, but come on. Come on. I talk fast on here because I'm trying to get it all out within like an hour and a half, because I also have a fucking gripe about these niggas with these long ass videos. Now I'm talking shit about the long ass videos, but bitch, I be in there for the whole fucking long ass video. And sometimes I do appreciate a long ass video. Like when you're doing stuff and you just need something to pass that time as you're doing whatever, I appreciate a long ass video, but lately, they really been ratcheting it up with these long ass videos, child. And don't be talking about nothing. Speaking of long ass videos, don't be talking about nothing. I don't know what the fuck Pizarro got going on over there with this new type of content and commentary she got going on, but it's whack. It's whack. And she's teaching you bitches a motherfucking lesson doing that whack ass shit. This shit right here that Pizarro is doing, in my opinion, is the ultimate troll move. Y'all bitches was over there doing all that fucking complaining about the spaceship. Oh, she mean. Oh, she be cussing us out. Oh, it don't be nothing going on over there. Oh, it's all stupid. And now she giving y'all quote unquote real commentary, and it's fucking boring as hell. I mean, her core supporters are over there supporting that shit and like adding to it and jumping on the panel. But in reality, I ain't watching none of that bullshit. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Linty said, leave pizza alone. Fuck no. Fuck no. Pizza don't leave nobody else alone. I'm going to call this shit out. And Pizza know it's all just commentary. Pizza know I see her motherfucking ass. But that shit she's doing over there is to play in y'all bitches' faces. You get what you asked for. Bitch has been around here screaming and crying about the way Pizza do her commentary and the way she run her platform. Okay, I'm gonna give you bitches what you asked for. No, Pizza, I don't like it. I don't want it. I didn't ask for that shit though. I never complained. I said Pizza been the same since the beginning. So what the fuck is you bitches' problems over here yelling and screaming and crying about her being mean? Bitch always been mean. We also, it would be like fucking people complaining about Kwani and the way Kwani is. Kwani always been the same. Excuse me. Betty White says she pimps her panel. They do all the work. Betty White, she ain't the only one. Every panel out here getting pimped. They always do all the work. Now, I know GFTV is in here. I was in his chat the other day and he asked me to come up and I told him politely and lightly, I said, thank you, but no thank you. I don't hit panels. Adulting Wild Black say you cussing a lot lately. No, I'm not. You just ain't been listening. You ain't been catching my fucking videos if you think I'm cussing a lot lately. You must be new, Adulting Wild Black. Either you're new or you ain't been around for a while and you just now stopping back in after months. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about. But whatever. What was I just saying? Oh, bitch, you done got me off of my thought. God damn it. I ought to time your ass out for getting me off of my thought. I was saying something to GFTV. I was saying, oh, he asked me to hit his panel the other day, and I told him, you know, politely and lightly, I don't do that because I'm not into giving none of these niggas my good commentary. Fuck that. Now, back in the day, I've hit maybe 1, 2, yeah, 3 people. I've spoken with 3 people in a panel style setting on YouTube back in the day, and I was up there for less than 30 minutes. But that shit's not happening anymore. Excuse me. If you want to hear my commentary, you're going to have to come over here and see me. You know, Jay Wilson, when Jay Wilson sat up there last year, the beginning of last year, and called, who was it that he called a slave? I believe it was Snoop. When he called her a slave and said the people that be on his panel is slaves, bitch, that opened my eyes. And I said, bitch, it'll never be me. When he said that shit and nobody checked him for that shit, and I felt like a lot of the other content creators who have these panel shows feel the same way, I said it'll never fucking be me. Exactly, Roxy. They need to come to my channel. And y'all know I don't drop links. I drop links in my membership because I don't mind talking with my member, but I don't drop links over here because if you got something to say, you need to take that shit to your fucking page. And we can go back and forth video for video and both get our click and view. Betty White said, I remember that SMH. When he said that shit, Betty White, a fucking light bulb clicked in my head and said, I said, bitch, it'll never be me. It will never be me. Lynn T said, I will be interested in seeing the retribution that Pastor is about to receive, allegedly. What retribution, Lynn T? From Wiley? Because Wiley is on that nigga's ass. Okay, so if y'all don't know, most of y'all, everybody knows, Wiley is back. but he's back in the beef sector on his backup channel. Y'all know that nigga wasn't bringing the 30,000 over here to fuck around with us. He was gonna bring us the 5,000, which is us already, and a couple of the other ones. But Wiley is back in the beef sector, and Wiley is spicy as hell. I don't know what they crawled up into Marquise's ass, but I'm here for it. And bitch, I'm gonna do everything in my power. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make him bring Marquita back out. Marquita? Mm-hmm. I've been missing motherfucking Marquita, bitch. I'ma need Wiley to stop playing and bring Marquita the cross-eyed diva back out, because that was my bitch. Generally, I'm not here for niggas in wigs, but I was here for Marquita. Do you hear me? All the smoke say Team Wiley. Miss Diva 1 say Team Wiley. Wiley is in charge of the girls and has been for a long, long time. I don't know if y'all remember, but y'all better get to remember and reminiscing about when Wiley used to be out here on these streets. Wiley stayed in charge of the girls. And Wiley is out here snatching wigs already. Wiley shady is a motherfucker. That thumbnail he used for that video this morning, ooh, bitch, the shade. One of my bitches texted me and was like, why do Wiley look like the nephew and Fi Babe look like the auntie in that picture? Why do they look like that they is related? And why is his skin looking better than hers? I was like, bitch, stop playing on my phone early this morning. Ah. And then I went back and looked at the thumbnail. I said, ooh, Marquise. Marquise is so low-key fucking shady. Marquise is so low-key shady. It's painful. And then he got into Jay Wilson's ass some more this morning. That shit was hilarious. Hilarious. Roxy said, I hollered when I saw that thumbnail. You know what, Roxy? I saw the thumbnail and I disregarded it until my bitch started texting me talking all that shit. Then I had to go back and look at it again. She was catching shit. It was early, bitch. My eyes were still a little cloudy, I guess. Cloud said Wiley knows all the history. No, look, Clouds. Wiley knows his version of the history. Because Wiley be over there fucking telling half-truths and lying and shit, too. But the way he tells his half-truths and his lies are funny. But it's only funny to the people who know the truth, because then you can catch the half-truths and the lies. If you don't know the truth, then you're taking all that shit as face value. So like I said, Wiley, he's one of those special ones to where you have to really get it to get it. You have to know your beef sector history. You have to know the real truth. And then you will be able to decipher his wild ass lies that he likes to tell over there. And it makes it that much more funny. But if you're not versed in all of that other prerequisite shit, then you're not going to have the same type of entertainment from Wiley that a person like me would get from Wiley. Montoya said his skin is better than hers, and he's an unproven, washed, and unkempt Negro. Montoya said low and high key. I love it. Betty White said, oh my God, if he takes Tracy's man, I will just die. I don't think Wiley would want Tracy's man. I think Wiley would say that he's a little bit too dusty for him. And y'all know Wiley likes men who are a little bit more on the intelligent side. That was the issue with Wiley and Rico. If y'all don't remember, it wasn't that Rico, wasn't his type or whatever. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. It wasn't that Rico wasn't his type or whatever. Wiley said it was the mental connection with him and Rico wasn't there. Wiley likes to sit around and have conversations about things like politics and hot button topics and real world matters. And if he can't have that deep conversation connection with you, then there's no relationship. There's no there. So for those reasons, I think Rob Rat is safe. He doesn't seem that deep. Which is why him and Dog are great for each other, because she's not deep either. That bitch is as deep as a fucking sidewalk puddle. Miss Diva said, "Oh my God, that Rico Wiley debacle was epic." Shout out to Rico. Rico been chilling lately. He ain't really been beefing, but he has been doing his mashups. So I hope y'all are supporting Rico doing his mashups, because y'all niggas support when he over there doing the fuck shit. I love the mashups, bitch. I add the mashups to my working out playlist. Also, I got some playlists over there. The ones that I use for like my workouts and shit. They're all real good songs, real upbeat. If y'all are working out and you want a little playlist, just go over there to my Tatiana Bust It Down playlist, and it's called Working Out. And bitch, I'll be here working out. I was just getting it this morning. So shout out to Rico. All the smoke said nope, thumbs down. Lynn T said he does very good mashups. He does. He does. I like Rico's mashups. And I be in here thinking of like different little songs that go together. I need to start reaching out to Rico in his comment section and giving him ideas and like requests and shit, because I be wanting to hear certain things. For example, I want to hear Lil Wayne, 6 foot, 7 foot. I would like for him to do a mashup with the 6 foot, 7 foot, and with the original song. The original Jump in the Line, Rock Your Body on Time. Okay, I believe you. I want him to do a remix with the original and with the 6 foot, 7 foot. I've been looking for someone to do that for years, and I haven't found it yet. And I think Rico would really do well with that. And I keep forgetting to fucking ask him. But hopefully he'll hear this, and if he doesn't, hopefully I'll remember to ask him, because I think that shit would be hot. Lynn T said that's a 313 in him, but yeah, with Wiley coming back out here, we may get a surprise appearance from Rico if Wiley decides to start fucking with that boy. I feel like if Wiley doesn't bring it up, if he doesn't bring up DC Gay and he doesn't fuck with Rico, then Rico's just going to continue to be on like chill mode. But if Wiley come out here with that shit, Rico come out here and scalp his motherfucking ass as usual. And I can't wait, bitch. Do you know how long it's been since I heard Rico call Wiley the one-eyed, what do you call? Damn it, what was it? The one-eyed deacon. Oh my God. Rico used to drag the shit out of Wiley, and I fucking loved it. Rico would latch onto that one eye and just drag the shit out. One eye limping deacon. Bitch, I used to love it. And I can't wait for it again if Wiley starts that shit back up. So, and I hope he does. I hope Wiley starts that shit back up, because I've been itching for like 2 years for a nasty piece of Wiley Rico cuss out. But I think they're in a good space right now, because Rico has made statements in the recent past about how he has access to Wiley, and he kind of reaches out, and they reach out to each other every couple of months, just to check in or whatever. So I think they in a good space right now. But this the beef sector, bitch. That shit doesn't last for very long. and when it all falls down, bitch, I'm gonna be front and center with my ankles crossed. I'm gonna save y'all some seats, because I like my bitches sitting next to me. I'm gonna save y'all some seats in the front. Lynn T said he has another target in mind, I think. Yes, he does. Yes, he does, Lynn T. But see, this is just the beginning. I'm talking like 4 months from now. Bitch, it could be a whole nother Wiley Rico debacle going on. And I'm gonna be here for it. Diva One said, now Thotty, Wiley reaching for everyone, including Chocolate Bay. He was reaching for Chocolate Bay. I got to go finish Wiley's video, because halfway through I stopped it, and that's when I went to work out and I was listening to music. And I haven't been back. He was reaching for Chocolate Bay. Excuse me, guys. Now, I heard Jay Wilson the other night saying something about Chocolate Bay, saying something about how all the bitches was on Chocolate Bay when he was down there in San Antonio for the meetup, how all the bitches was in love with Chocolate Bay. And I could see it, because they was talking about light skin, dark skin, and Shelly was talking about how she loved her a chocolate man. And the people were talking about how, everybody has their preference or whatever. I really don't have a preference on like light skin, dark skin, brown skin. I have a preference on facial makeup, like the way your face is built. Your skin tone really doesn't matter to me. For me, it's like I like a guy with a nice nose and nice teeth and nice eyes. Skin color, I mean, doesn't really matter. It just, for me, it's the way that your facial structure is set up. So I've been with the color of the rainbow when it comes to black. From the lightest of the light, damn near white, to like the chocolatest of the chocolatest. But I will say, Chocolate Bay is a nice looking gentleman. He is. And I told y'all, I don't like no skinny fucking man. I like him a little bit bigger. So for me, Chocolate Bay is like a great size. Like a country thick. Mm-hmm. So Chocolate Bay, he got nice teeth. He got a nice nose. He got nice eyes. I like the beard. He looked like he smelled good. So I agree. I could see why all the bitches would be on Chocolate Bay. Chocolate Bay is a nice looking fella. All the smoke says same. I've tasted the entire rainbow. So, I don't really have a preference on skin color. I just have a preference on facial makeup and like body size. Like the bigger the better, but without being sloppy. Lynn T said my ex-hubby is light, so that's a no. Lynn T, my husband's red, so yeah, there's that. I never thought I would marry a red nigga, but things happen. Lynn T said, "Oh, that's a all the smoke said, Lynn T, oh, that's a hard no." Dovey tripped me out the other day. Not the other day. What was it? Like, it had to be like 3 weeks ago when Dovey is over there talking and she was like, because people was mad with Dovey because Dovey was over there dragging the Miss O and Dovey was dragging Nika. And Dovey was like, when it's a black woman, they is an evil woman. They's an evil woman when they black. But when it's a red man, he's a hoe. Dovey had me fucking squalling with that line of thought. Cloud said Chocolate Bay is sneaky and messy. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He real low-key sneaky and messy. Also, y'all, Dovey really, really cut the fuck up. Like, right up until the new year. She's still over there doing her thing. And y'all need to go over there and keep up with Dovication, because Dovication is coming, I think, in May or March. One of the M months. I think it might be March. And they doing the cruise. So Dovey Dovey was on Jay Wilson's the other night. And Dovey got up there with her fucking her telephone voice. Y'all remember back in the day when you was little and your mama used to be mad and cussing y'all the fuck out and the phone would ring and she would automatically switch over into that nice, polite telephone voice. So that's what I call it to this day. Because my mama was good for that shit. She be cussing us the fuck out and then the phone would ring and she would switch that shit right over into her professional telephone voice. So Dovey was over there on Jay Wilson in her professional telephone voice talking about the Dovication. And baby, that shit was some of the funniest shit I had seen all week. Dovey is a real character. And once you understand that it's a character and that she's playing it as a character and that is not like real, then you'll appreciate it more for the art that it is. Like, it took me a while to understand because I thought that's how the bitch was. Like, Truth Enterprise is along the same lines of Dovey. Once you understand that that's like a character, then it just makes it that much more entertaining. For example, I talked about Fire Marshal Bill and Tracy the other day. If Jim Carrey was out here in the beef sector as the Fire Marshal Bill character, you can see how that's not really him. That's a character, right? So these niggas is doing the same thing. Lynn T said, my mama had that down pat. Lynn T, I think all of our mamas did. And Dovey is one of them mamas from back in the day like that. So she got that shit down pat too. And when Dovey do that shit, when Dovey get over there in that little soft kitten voice, bitch. I'd be over here laughing so hard I can barely breathe. Y'all niggas been giving me headaches and heart palpitations lately. It's crazy. Miss Diva One said, "What you mean to tell me the Medicaid Medicare vacation is still on?" Yes, girl. Yes, Miss Diva One. Dovey said all you got to do is contact the travel agency. The travel agency will take your deposit, and then they will put you in contact with Royal Caribbean so you can pay the rest of the money and make sure that your room is in the same block as the other ladies. Dovey says she is not dealing with none of the money. Dovey say that you dealing directly with the travel agency and with Royal. No, she didn't say Royal Caribbean. She said Royal Caribou, a Royal Kookaboo or some shit like that. Y'all know Dovey. And Jay Wilson kept saying Royal Caribbean. He said, "No, Jay Wilson, it's the Royal Kookaboo." Y'all know Dovey, yeah. So y'all dealing directly with them. Dovey ain't taking no money this time around because Dovey don't want them problems. Because y'all niggas don't know how to act. And y'all gave Dovey more gray hairs than a little bit fucking around behind his last Dovication. What? Wait a minute. What lies I told? Victoria C. Shea says true sound like a butch queen. Look, Victoria C. Shea, in the area that she from, and some of them areas in the South, them bitches, they got to be a little bit hard like that. Cause it's hard where they from. You hear me? Ooh, it hard where they from. So they got to be a little bit hard. But you come out there and you soft, you little soft, such as myself, you ain't gonna make it, bitch. Cloud said, "What's scary to me is that I couldn't understand them at all years ago. Now I can understand what they're saying, even on 1.5. Clouds, I could always understand what they were saying. And the reason I could always understand what they were saying, Clouds, is because I went to college in Charleston, South Carolina. And if you've ever been to Charleston, then you know that them niggas down there, they are geeky. And they have a certain little twang about them. The way they talk is something unlike. You would think that you were in another fucking country. Literally, Charleston was 3 hours from my front door in North Carolina, where my front door in Charleston was. From my front door in North Carolina, it was solid 3 hours in like 10 minutes. And you would think that I was in another fucking country the way these niggas' accents was set up. So it took me about a year and a half of like dealing with the locals and shit down there to really get that real country shit. But from 2002, I've been real versed on everything as far as nigga slang is concerned because they got it real bad down there. It's like a mix of Memphis and Louisiana. That's what them Charleston niggas sound like. It's real deep down up in there. They don't say 50, like 50 Cent, because back then 50 Cent was hot when I was down there. It was always 50 Cent. 50 Cent. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And just the slang they use, it's a whole nother language. Victoria C. Shea say, "I love Charleston." Well, Victoria C. Shea, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. And because of my experience down there, listening to people like Dovey and Truth, I pick it up automatically. 50. Hey, Shauna, how are you, girl? Shauna said, "And don't ask anyone for directions because every city in town has a different name to the locals." Ciao. Oh my God. And I used to live down there back in the day when you had to ask people for directions. Either that or you had to print the shit out on MapQuest. Y'all remember having to print shit out on MapQuest, bitch? I hated it. And I was so fucking paranoid that I would be hitting my odometer because MapQuest used to give you like the mileage, like, turn left in 3.2 miles. So after I would turn left in 3.2 miles, I would fucking clear my odometer so I could make sure that I would make that next right in 4 miles, bitch. Oh, I hated that shit. I'm so glad that we are where we are as far as technology. It makes my life so much easier. MapQuest was fucking the devil. Technically, it was better than a real map. Technically, it was better than a real map, but still, bitch, the problems that were experienced through MapQuest. And I was a navigator back then. My mama was a driver. This is like back even before I had a license. And we used to argue. Oh, I hated that shit. My dad would just jump in the car and fucking go and let the road take him where it took him, and we would always just kind of magically get there. But my mom was awful with fucking directions, and she would print that shit out on MapQuest and highlight a couple of important things and put my ass in the front, and I'm the navigator, bitch, and we arguing all the way down the road. Those were the days. Let me see what y'all saying. Let me scroll up. Victoria C. Shea said, child, I'm from the South too, but my voice don't sound like I'm finna take your lunch money. Victoria C. Shea, if you wanted it to, it could, I'm sure. Shauna said they do have a different way of speaking around here. Mm-hmm. You know what, Shauna? When I moved up to Boston, the first night we were there, we were in the hotel before like we moved into the house and stuff, and we went out to eat, and there was this guy at the bar, and he was loud and drunk and boisterous, and he sounded the exact match of Peter Griffin. And bitch, every time he got loud and boisterous, I was over there cracking the fuck up because it was just so crazy how much like Peter Griffin he sound. And then I started working, and I heard like everybody kind of has that twang about them up there. And then I really started like spreading out, and I found that the people from Rhode Island, like their accent is really that Peter Griffin shit. Boston is a little bit more pulled back and reserved. But New Hampshire, bitch, if you roll up on the right New Hampshire accent, that shit will blow your mind. I worked with a guy who was from Keene, New Hampshire, and his accent, that shit was like Boston mixed with Tennessee. Like the most northern shit mixed with the most southern shit. It was like fucking Boston and Nashville. I never heard no shit like that in my life. It was amazing. I used to love to talk to him when I was at work. I've always been an accent girl. Y'all know I tell you all the time, I love Jerry, I love Maury. Every time I watch Jerry and Maury, that's one of the games that me and my husband used to play when he used to watch shit. We would play Where's That Accent From? Trying to like pinpoint what region these niggas is from. One of my favorite games. All right, y'all, my phone got 5%, so I got to hurry up and see what else I want to say before we get out of here. We talked about Wiley being back. We talked about Kimmy and the possibility of the text messages. I told y'all I'm still on the fence. I don't know. I'm going to just sit back and wait for some more information to come out because y'all know it's always some more that's going to come out. Let's see. Oh, I did hear Tracy saying that she is geared up for her trip to go visit Rob Rack. She said she was going to Vegas, so I guess he gonna meet her out in Vegas. I wasn't aware of that. I was under the assumption that she was going to California, but nope. She said she's going to Vegas, so I guess he gonna meet her out Vegas. I'm not sure. When she talked about her trip last night, she didn't say anything about him at all. She said she was going to Vegas. She said she was excited. She couldn't wait. She said she loves to gamble, and she was begging for cash apps so y'all could send her out there so she could gamble with y'all money. I didn't hear her say anything about Rob Rat, but I assume that that is still happening. And I assume that that is happening in Vegas. So, bitch, be ready for that. I hope she really does come out here and give us everything, bitch. Give us everything. And even if she does decide she want to do that shit on the membership, bitch, I am joining Dogs membership because I need a front row seat to all them shenanigans so I can come back over here and report to y'all and we can drag that bitch properly for the facts. Okay? Okay? All right. And with that being said, guys, like I said, my phone finna die. I could run my mouth for another hour, but I'll talk to y'all soon. We gonna let these niggas do what they do, and we gonna watch them real close. And if they cut up, too bad. We'll be back. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for the members. Y'all are the shit. Thank you for the 49 people in here. Thank you to the 17 who decided to pick your big thumbs up and hit that button twice. Y'all are the true rock stars. Thank you for the 17 who liked. And I will talk to y'all real soon. Have a great day, guys. Peace.